Welcome to episode 489 of AI Brief. I am your host, and sitting across from me is my brilliant co-host. We are really thrilled to have you joining us for today's deep dive.
We really are. There is just so much ground to cover today.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
So our mission for this deep dive is exploring a massive transition happening in the technology sector right now. We are looking at the leap from AI that just talks to you to AI that, well, actually negotiates, barters, and spends real money on your behalf.
That is such a huge leap.
It really is. Plus, we are going to look at the major infrastructure shifts required to power this new reality and run through some rapid-fire tool updates you can actually use to boost your productivity today.
And, just to set the stage for you, the landscape is shifting at an unprecedented speed. We are moving from simple prompts to autonomous agents making real-world decisions and executing complex workflows on our behalf.
So, getting right into today's new updates, let us look at what autonomous action actually looks like with Anthropic's Project Deal.
Oh, this experiment is fascinating.
I mean, the setup is wild. Basically, they ran a one-week private Slack marketplace experiment, and they had Claude agents handle the buying and selling for 69 of their employees.
Just for their internal team, though.
Yes, exactly. Yes, just the internal team. And they completed 186 deals worth over $4,000. Each agent just had a strict $100 budget.
Which is a pretty tight parameter for an AI to manage.
I know. Think of it like having a personal, ruthless stockbroker, but instead of equities, they are trading everyday items like folding bikes.
But what actually happens under the hood when two AIs negotiate against each other without any human intervention?
Well, you have to look at the differences in model performance to understand that. Anthropic tested their Opus model against the faster Haiku model, and Opus agents actually fetched $3.64 more on average.
Oh, wow, really? Yes.
Yeah.
Like they had this folding bike up for sale. The Opus agent handled the sale and negotiated a final price of $65. But when the Haiku agent handled that exact same transaction, it folded much earlier and only secured $38.
38. That is a massive drop in price. You would think the users getting $38 would be furious.
You would completely expect that. But the most surprising takeaway here is that users did not even notice the price difference. The fairness ratings were practically tied.
Wait, tied? How is a $38 sale seen as just as fair as a $65 sale?
Haiku users rated their deals a 4.06 out of 7 for fairness, and Opus users rated theirs a 4.05. People just value the sheer convenience of autonomous commerce so much that 46% said they would gladly pay for this service today.
Even though Anthropic explicitly warned that the legal and policy frameworks for this literally do not exist yet.
Absolutely. The convenience just outweighed the financial hit. There is no legal safety net, but nearly half the users want in right now.
Well, if almost half of those users want a dedicated AI shopper tomorrow, the immediate bottleneck is the massive underlying hardware required to run millions of these agents at once. Which brings us to everything else in AI today.
The broader corporate conversation has officially shifted to address that exact bottleneck. At the Google Cloud Next conference, the mandate moved from building single agents to figuring out how to manage thousands of them simultaneously.
Because the infrastructure demands are just astronomical.
They are. So Google rolled out 2 new 8th generation chips. There is the TPU-8T, which is specifically designed for model training.
Got it. And the second one?
The TPU-8i, which is optimized entirely for inference, is a fundamental shift. Think of training like studying for the bar exam, and inference is actually arguing the case in court every single day.
Oh, I see. So the 8i is what handles the rapid, real-time application of the AI out in the wild.
Precisely. And this hardware arms race extends way beyond Google. Meta just signed a massive agreement with AWS to acquire millions of Graviton5 core chips. Millions. And they are being brought in expressly to power agentic AI workloads, making Meta a top buyer. And over at XAI, they just launched Grok Voice Think Fast 1.0.
Oh, I saw that. The new voice agent.
Yes, it is a state-of-the-art voice agent topping speech benchmarks. And it's not just research, it is already operating the phone support line for Starlink, handling real-world troubleshooting at scale.
That makes total sense. I mean, you can clearly see the direct pipeline from silicon to consumer interaction there. Massive hardware investments by Meta and Google are directly enabling those real-world deployments.
It takes so much underlying power to do that.
It does. You cannot have XAI system running dynamic, real-time phone support for a global service like Starlink without that optimized, inference-heavy infrastructure backing it up.
Which is why that distinction between training and inference chips is so revealing.
So let us bring this massive enterprise technology down to the consumer level and examine the trending AI tools you can use today. We have 8 tools translating these infrastructure leaps into practical applications.
There are some really powerful ones in this batch.
Definitely. First, we just mentioned Grok Voice Think Fast 1.0. A practical use case for your own business would be deploying this to handle complex customer service voice interactions.
Which is a huge step up from those frustrating static phone menus.
Oh, absolutely. Then there is GPT 5.5, OpenAI's new flagship model. You would deploy that for really complex writing and advanced logic tasks, like structuring intricate legal arguments.
That one is a total powerhouse for heavy lifting.
It is. Moving to visuals, we have ChatGPT Images 2.0. That is your tool for generating high-quality marketing mock-ups or rapid concept art without needing a design team.
Just instant professional visuals.
And for your data, there is Julius. You just upload raw data spreadsheets, and it instantly visualizes polished, presentation-ready charts.
That saves so much manual formatting time.
Then there is Slock, which sets up a virtual workspace where AI acts as a real-time, equal teammate on projects, actively contributing to ideation.
I love the idea of having an AI teammate just sitting in the workspace.
It is wild. Next is brainrot.mov, which automates short-form video creation by turning text scripts into viral, avatar-led content.
Perfect for a constant stream of social media marketing.
And Epicall. You just upload a static product photo, and it transforms it into a dynamic, usable video clip in minutes.
Oh, wow. From just a single photo.
So it's one photo. Finally, we have Edvivi. You just chat with the AI, describe your target audience, and it generates high-converting video ads for e-commerce.
When you look at how those specific tools function together, a really practical angle emerges for the solo entrepreneur.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yes, a solo founder could theoretically use Slack as their central command center to draft a brief. Then they feed that into Advavi for the core ads and push the transcripts into brainrot.mov for social content.
That is just incredible leverage.
Yeah.
They're basically running an entire automated marketing department single-handedly.
All enabled by the massive infrastructure shifts we just discussed.
As we conclude this deep dive, there's one final provocative thought I want to leave you with.
What is that?
Well, if the Anthropic experiment proves that human beings value the convenience of an AI handling their chores just as much as getting the absolute best financial price.
Like the folding bike example.
That is the perfect example. How will that fundamentally shift our definition of value in the future economy? Are we moving toward a world where optimizing our time becomes far more important than optimizing our dollars?
I completely agree with that thought. It is a profound shift away from purely financial gains and toward reducing our own cognitive load.
Something to mull over. We highly encourage you to follow the show and share this deep dive with anyone navigating this rapidly changing landscape. See you in the next episode.